Hello guys, I know you are fine. Today I want to look about the most asked question in social studies, that is k.c.p.e. Sit back, relax and enjoy. The first question will be asked in the exam. The United Nations Environment Program, its headquarters is where? You say that is Gigiri in Nairobi in Kenya. The United Nations Environmental Program has its headquarters in Gigiri in Nairobi, that is in Kenya. And then you'll be asked in the exam, Leopold Sender Senghor contributed what in his country? You say he contributed democracy and allowing a lot of parties in his countries, that is Senegal. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the main problem facing trading blocks in Africa, you say that is production of similar goods. That is the main problem. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the main problem facing sisal growth in Kenya and Tanzania, you say that is competition from synthetic fiber. That is the problem. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the main reason for the scramble and partition of Africa by European powers was to dash. You say that the main reason that was to get raw material for their industrial back in Europe. Other question that will be asked in the exam, community in the past mainly interacted through, you say communities in the past mainly interacted through trade. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the basic unit in the society is you say the basic unit in the society, that is family. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the main economic activities of the Khoikhoi, you say the main economic activities of the Khoikhoi, that is pastoralism. Other question that will be asked, the main economic activities of the San was, you say the main economic of the activity of the San, that is hunting and gathering. Another question that will be asked in the exam, the original homeland of the Bantu was, you say that is in Congo Forest, that is Shaba province, along the border of Cameroon to the west. The main original homeland of the Bantu, that is Congo Forest. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the main source of daga or omena in East Africa is which lake? You say that lake, that is Lake Tanganyika, because they use the metal known as porcelain. That is the main source of daga. The lake that is being found, the main source of daga, that is Lake Tanganyika. And then they use the metal known as porcelain. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the oldest national park in East Africa is, you say the oldest national park in East Africa, that is Nairobi National Park. And then the largest park in East Africa, that is Tsavo East and West. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the best way to reduce conflict between human and wildlife is, you say, by educating people on the importance of wildlife. That is the best way to reduce conflict between human and wildlife. You educate them. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the main problem facing the tourism industries in Kenya today is, you say the main, that is terrorism and insecurity. Other question, the least problem facing tourism in Kenya today is, you say, inadequate hotel. That is the least problem. And poor roads. Those are the least problem facing tourism in Kenya. That is inadequate hotel or lack of hotel and poor roads. Other question that will be asked in the exam, in Kenya, lawbreakers are punished by which branch? You say that is judiciary. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the main role of Kenya prison is to do what? You say it is to rehabilitate or change the behavior of convicted persons. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the main tourist attraction at the Kenyan coast, that is sandy beaches. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the main tourist attraction in the Rift Valley, that is beautiful sceneries. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the main tourist attraction in Kenya, and in Africa or Eastern Africa, you say your answer, that is wildlife. Other question that will be asked in the exam, Madagascar, Mauritius, Comoros, and Seychelles are which countries? You say those are the island countries, they are being surrounded by water. Are we together? And the other one, that is Mauritius, Madagascar, Comoros, Seychelles, are being surrounded by which water? You say that is Indian Ocean. Other question that will be asked in the exam. Cape Verde, also known as Cape Verde, it is also known as Capo Verde. And then Sao Tome, Principe, all of them are islands. Capo Verde, Cape Verde, Sao Tome, Principe, and are the islands that are being found on the Atlantic Ocean, that are being found at Atlantic Oceans. And then another question that will be asked in the exam. Kenya gains internal self-rule in which month and which date? You say in the month of June, that is 1st June 1963, and when we had our first Prime Minister, that is Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. Republic, Kenya gains 12 December 1964, when we had the first president, that is Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. Other question that will be asked in the exam. Kenya attains full independence on which month? You say on 12th December, we get our independence in 1963. Republic, 1964. I wish you all the best, guys.